What's going on, everybody? So a few weeks ago I did like a little poll of which part of Up and Down you guys would like me to do a little tutorial on, and the winner was the groovy slidey part. I'm actually stoked you guys picked that. I didn't expect that, but it's one of my favorite parts and it's super fun to play. I'm gonna start by saying this is in drop C, so from low to high, this is C, G, C, F, A, D. And let's get right into it. So I will mention this riff is in 9/8, other than the lick at the end of the riff, which is in 4/4. So to start off the riff, it goes like this. Now let me break down exactly what's going on there. Basically, I'm just outlining this major arpeggio. And a lot of times with these licks, I will hyper pick the top note just to free up my pick, just in case I need to like go any lower or something like that. It's always nice to, alleviate some of that pressure. So basically what I'm going, sliding up here, and then going down a minor triad. Go up a half step, and play this lick like this. So this lick slow goes like this. And then up to speed. So this next part is a pretty big mouthful, but I think if you digest it in sections, it'll be a lot easier to tackle as a whole. So let's break it down like this. So what I'm doing is that major going up down to the minor that we did earlier, and then over here to the 13th fret, I do an augmented arpeggio. And then slide up to 22, grab the high E on the 18th fret, creating that little minor second dissonance. So we got. And then that lick up to speed. Basically what I'm doing is this little chug pattern, but it's almost mimicking. So I knew my hands were up here, so I wouldn't be able to jump down to that major arpeggio. So I kind of just filled in that space with a nice chug, which also added a really cool texture to the riff. But at the same time, it alleviates your hand so you can move over here. So, and then jump back into the riff. It's a really fun way to approach your riffs if you want to like alleviate some of that pressure to have to jump down low, and then simultaneously adding some textures to your riff. So that's a fun way to think about that. And then that's basically the same thing. The only difference is I pull off. And then this lick here is a pretty tricky one. It's ultra slidey. But I think by now you guys are used to the slides, so I think you'll have no issue tackling this one. So doing the mirror image of this. The rest of the lick goes like this. With that pull off with the pinky to the open G. Or A string, if we're going by standard. So. That one's really fun too, because once again, I pull open so that way it alleviates my hand so I can jump down here. You'll notice I do that quite often. I utilize open strings to free up my hand to move across the fretboard. Here's the lick, medium speed. And then full speed. And I'm gonna play the whole riff slow. And then the riff up to speed. And that's how you play the groove slidey riff in Up and Down.